And welcome to the Thursday, July 24th, 2025 meeting of the Stockbridge Bowl Stewardship meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order. And I need to read a new announcement all meetings will read. Pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20F, after notifying the chair of the public body, any person may record or transmit this open meeting. This hybrid meeting is being recorded by the town of Stockbridge. The names of members participating remotely will be announced. Any member of the public wishing to speak must first receive permission from the chair. The agenda items listed are those reasonably anticipated by the chair, but not all may be discussed. Other topics not listed may be brought up for discussion by the public body as permitted by the law. So I'd like to announce that we have Dawn Chabon and Sally Underwood Miller and Louis Corman from our group on remotely. I will remind the public that anyone wishing to speak must first receive permission from the chair. Clarity that agenda items are those reasonably anticipated by the chair. Not all items may be discussed, and other topics not listed may be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. We had the meeting. Oh, and since we have remote people, we'll have to do all of our all votes, if we do a vote, by roll call today. All right, thank you for your patience with that. So can we accept the minutes that Don wrote from June 26, 2025?
Yes.
I had a change.
Oh, what, did you give it to Don or?
I gave it to Don. Don, you have that?
So
Yeah, I have it. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
by the way, we can't see,
We can't
You.
see you, yeah.
Hang on.
so I thought I'd mention that. Yeah, Michael made a change.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jamie. I characterized NHESP as recalcitrant, and I'm going to change that and just eliminate that word.
Okay, so with the changes, do we accept the minutes?
Yes.
A motion to accept? Oh, we have to do a roll call.
Right.
All in favor? Aye, Jamie.
Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Lori.
I'm not
Hi, Sally.
And
Hi,
I,
Don.
okay, great. And updates and announcements, the harvester, Michael's been out harvesting, which is wonderful. Any updates from the harbor master? I don't see, is he here? Online? No. All right, well, maybe we can come back around to that one.
He put out a couple more.
I think
Who we
he said he couldn't be here.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, then we can always, so discussion of the flotation device is possible. So the problem, so there seems to be a glitch with how, so I had sent out that wording to all the groups so they could discuss it at their annual meetings on time. So education is good and helpful, but I think there was a question of enforcement. Who would enforce it and how? It's a state lake, and are we gonna go around like with a boat and check or? So I think it's only we can do education. I don't think we're able. We'd have to change the wording in the about.
How do I raise my hand?
Go ahead, Don.
Yeah, I'd say education is a good start. And understanding that I couldn't think of a way that you could enforce it, something like that initially. I mean, maybe a bylaw change eventually once we get to a town meeting where we can have a bylaw change, but you know, for now, education, Jamie, I think you had a list of all the associations at one point in time, and I think just a communication to all those groups would be useful at this point in time.
I did,
Maybe a
I sent
sign.
it out.
And
I
maybe a
sent it out
sign.
before the holiday.
Oh, you did?
But- Yeah,
Oh, okay, great. So,
and I think some people.
Yeah, and I spoke at our town meet, at our association meeting. I just, kind of anecdotally, I seem to see more people with buoys out
You
there.
did.
I
Yeah,
saw,
I do.
I actually stopped, I almost ran over somebody,
You did.
and said, you should have a buoy. And they said, oh yeah, I guess we should. And I guess you should.
Sally, did you have a question?
Yeah, I had a question, and I actually had a comment. We had that kerfuffle a week or, well, 2 or 3 weeks ago about the kayaks at the Arcadian shop and the rental. And the question of whether the new EPO was going to be much more proactive than they have been in the past. So if in fact he is going to enforce the state laws, which of course he has every right to do, and we have no recourse, then there is no swimming from the public boat ramp. So staying there, theoretically, that you can't swim without a buoy is sort of pointless if you can't swim at all. So I don't know how rigidly
you can-
he's going to enforce all of that, but it seemed as though he was going to be on site a lot more than anybody has been in a long time.
Right, but people can leave from the town beach or their own docks.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
They'll,
What was the language that was distributed in terms of should or shall or are not allowed? How did
Don wrote it up.
How did we express that?
I can't remember. At this point, they should, until such time as it becomes a bylaw, and then they have to, I guess. Does that sound right,
believe-
Jamie?
Find it.
Should feels like a sensible middle ground since we're not enforcing it in the
Right.
formal.
Here it is.
Did you find it? I was looking for it.
I don't believe that we can simply have a bylaw. When we put in the what are now regulations on the lake as to the speed you could travel and the fact that you had to go counterclockwise, it had to go, it wasn't just a simple bylaw because the state manages the lake. And so
Right.
it could become a bylaw, but it would have to be ratified by the state in order for it to be put into effect.
Yeah. So I have if you want me to read it out. So this is what Don sent out. They said the summary was the commission recommends requiring all swimmers to have at minimum a swim buoy. And the bylaw language, the current bylaw says safety zone / buffer zone is that zone with a width extending out from the shoreline of 300 feet as marked by buoys, inside of which the operation of all motorboats shall be at headway speed. Any swimmer more than 300 feet from shore shall be attended by a boat. While we
Well,
recommend,
that went through,
that's our,
I don't know, maybe 20, no, probably 30 years ago, because my youngest was about 6.
yeah.
when this went
So
through.
what we recommended as the suggested bylaw was any swimmer more than 300 feet from shore shall either have a swim buoy with them or be attended by a boat. And we suggested advisory language, advisory for Stockbridge Bowl, effective immediately. Any swimmer more than 300 feet from shore shall either have a swim buoy with them or be attended by a boat.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That has to go to the state if we make it a requirement.
But to
Because
have to
all
be
the rest of it has
bylaw
already
first.
been, all the rest of it has been passed
all
and
right.
accepted by the state. But if
So
we
do
want
we
to
have to
add that,
We
it's a
pass it
big
first,
deal.
and the state passes. So do we pass it first or does the state have to pass it first?
We go to town
have
meeting,
to-
then the state.
Then the state?
Okay.
But we at least gave people education because
Yeah.
you guys brought it to your meeting groups,
Yeah.
hopefully. And it at least jogged people. And it's
Yeah.
hard to change behavior
Yes, it
and
is.
habits.
Yes.
But we keep repeating,
I think we just have to keep, maybe send out another thing at the end of,
next
halfway through the
summer.
season or next summer, send another one.
Michael.
Yeah, thank you. Sally, did I understand what you were saying is it's sort of counter saying they should wear it, but they can't swim from the ramp? So you're sort of
No.
saying,
Right.
is that what I'm hearing or did I hear it?
It is the state law, and the signs are there at the boat ramp that people cannot swim from the
Right.
boat ramp. And they can't have dogs
We
and they
weren't-
can't picnic.
Right, but we
No.
weren't talking, oh,
I
Yeah.
apologize.
go.
No, what I'm saying is, are you saying that we shouldn't have that at the boat ramp because people can't swim? That we
Well,
shouldn't
they
have
could-
that?
They could theoretically swim off their boats.
Right. So I'm saying,
Yeah.
I really believe that sign should still be, or that should still be on the ramp
Mhm.
because they may not be allowed to swim from there, but most of the boats that are coming from outside are going on the ramp with people swimming off of it. And I think that should still be a requirement, if we can enforce it, of people. And I'm going to say one thing more is on the Harvester, where I see it more than I do on a pontoon boat. You're right. More people than ever that I've seen are wearing these balloons, these orange balloons, and I've taken pictures of it, and it's really appreciated by people on the boats also.
Mhm.
So I think it's really an important thing to make a statement.
Excellent. Yeah, great. Good. That's progress.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, good. Gary, since you're online, do you want to, oh, sorry, Philip,
Just a quick question. Perhaps,
just 1 second.
perhaps to beat a dead horse. Are we putting up signage at the beach to the effect, and perhaps at the boat ramp, having contacted all of the organizations and associations to let them know? It seems incongruous not at a place where the most people launch their swim, which is the town beach, to not have some sort of a statement to the effect we're discussing. I'm not sure whether there was agreement on that in prior meetings or that was left to the side or people disagree.
And was that discussed of who does what? Do you remember?
Who would sign up? Sign, who would put the sign at highway, or would it be Parks and Rec?
Well,
I put up to one about zero.
Went up at the town beach.
But I think,
What would it say? Because unless we have a bylaw, all we can say is you really should do this.
right,
But that's okay. And we're making a suggestion.
Yeah.
Whoever's responsible for the sign now, which has 6 or 7 bullets on it, it looks like there's room to add one.
And we're getting a new sign at the-
It'll get the job done.
we're gonna get a new sign because someone stole the town beach sign. It was a big wooden sign. This winter they stole it, so we're repurposing one of these signs that was at Gold Meadows, and we're gonna put it there, and maybe we could put it on one of the slabs.
That makes sense to me.
That's good.
So I'll
Good
tell
idea.
Michael about that, because they're just starting to print them.
Okay,
All
good.
right.
But I think we have, someone needs to mute. I think I can hear background noise.
there's a sign, I'm sorry. Can I
Go
talk?
ahead, go ahead.
There's a sign up already that's a big brown sign that says no swimming.
At the boat ramp.
At the ramp, yeah. And I'm just wondering if underneath that,
But,
what?
but.
Not a, yeah, theoretically a but, you're right. Underneath that, there's plenty of room of saying swimming allowed 300 feet from shore on a, and should wear
The buoy,
a bubble.
bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this and saying it's sort of
Hmm,
where it,
but that's like a standard
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it can be added or something.
Maybe. But is that a DCR sign?
It's a Commonwealth.
That's fishing and wild game. We can't pack anything on that, the state.
We can have a separate sign.
All right,
Yeah, we gotta do something separate. Maybe we can put a flyer thing there.
right. And I took a
Think
picture.
it's- I don't think it's 300 feet though, Michael.
Whatever,
I
I
mean,
apologize.
they can swim
The bylaw
inside,
says 200 feet.
Right.
they
Oh,
can
the
swim
bylaw says-
inside that
Well,
area.
the building is required, 300
Yeah,
feet.
right.
Oh, but that's not swimming then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, Sally, we'll find the right,
Yeah, it's confusing.
it is.
Yeah, well, they just need to educate.
But you know, for all these years, Sally, like you said, you were not allowed to go swimming there without a boat accompanying you. And yet that's never been enforced, and it's impossible to enforce this. Truly, Gary knows and I know, we go up to people and people who don't want to do it are very indignant
Oh, they're
about us
terrible.
even suggesting that they should be safe. So the only thing, and I agree, it's a suggestion that we put this out as an educational thing like Don and mentioned, and you mentioned, because otherwise it's impossible to have, can you bring it up to the select board about putting, like allowing us to put a sign there? Based on Don's verbiage?
Mhm. Signage,
Would you do that?
mhm.
Okay.
All right. Gary, do you have any updates from the harbor master world?
Everything's going well at the boat ramp. Last night I was down there. They had the cookie bowl. About 100 kayakers were there. It was a nice event. We had a little trouble the week before with the Van Zant porta potties. They became absolutely unusable, and we closed them down. Called Mike Canellis, and I guess it was taken care of. So
Oh,
other than
good.
that, everything's fine.
And the zebra mussel station?
No, everything's fine. I mean, that's
Okay,
it's business as usual.
we like to hear that. All right, then we're into our number 6, annual reconstitution of the commission. So, we only have a chair because we're a small commission. So, if we want to throw in a vote for who would like to be chair,
I would help you.
I spoke to Michael Canales to have a conversation about you being on the select board and chair.
I can do that, yeah.
And if Sally is elected, there would be 2 select board members.
We're not there yet, so let's just do the reconstitution, Laura. You're jumping way ahead.
Well,
One thing at a time. We have to do this. This is
That's tricky.
the annual reconstitution. All groups have to do this. This is like a town thing to do. It's like it's a boring thing, but you have to do it. So who would like to put their name in for chair?
Is anybody,
Don, do you want it?
Gary,
Yeah,
Gary?
I said
Yeah,
before I'd be willing. I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm in a place I can't help that. I'll unmute myself as soon as I'm done speaking. Yeah, I'm willing to do it if everybody would like.
Gary,
Mm.
did you want it?
No.
Okay,
I'm willing to do it if
all right, so we have
2.
Don and Michael, so we have to do a vote. We'll have to
Jamie,
do,
do you want to stay?
I'm gonna stay on the group, not as chair.
Okay,
I talked about that.
okay.
So Michael. And Don. So we'll go, who would like Michael to be chair? I guess we'll do it by a raise of hands. It's gonna be the best way. 1,
Do you want?
2, 3. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 for Michael. How many for Don? 1. All right,
And Sally.
No.
Sally.
Sally, 2. All right, Michael, you are chair. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
And good
Thank you.
luck.
And good
Well,
luck.
Well, I do need that. And I do also must say I do need Don to help me.
Well, he's our great secretary.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping he'll stay our great secretary. Is that a, something you'll continue with?
Yeah, I would like to discuss the role of the vice chair because,
We don't have a vice chair. It's too small.
well, in the past, we have had a vice chair and, in the past, we've also had situations where the chairman has failed to,
That's me. So just
no,
stop.
not you.
Don't be insulting. Just say, and I've owned up to it every time.
Well, as I was saying, even before you, Jamie, there was situations where the people walked and did not have a meeting. So being a vice chair, I think is important because if there's not a meeting called, then there should be somebody else to call the meeting. That's all.
I think there should be a vice chair only because if somebody is ill or God forbid, want to take a vacation, that there's somebody to step up and run the meeting.
Exactly. So, I'd be willing to do the vice chair and the whatchamacallit, the secretary, if that's what everybody wants.
Does anybody else, if we should have a vote then on whether we should have a vice chair?
Makes some sense.
Right.
Let's
Certain people.
do you have a motion then? We'll have to do the motion and a vote.
Make
Hey,
a
can-
motion that we have a
Let me
vice
ask you this.
chair.
Can we,
Right,
can
second?
I ask her just to,
Yeah.
Kathy?
Well, first you have to make a
Okay.
second, then we can
Okay.
discuss.
And I have a
I'll second.
question.
Okay, so second, now you can discuss.
So can we have a meeting without the chair present?
Yes,
Yes.
because I asked that was my other question that I asked Michael Canales. If the chair isn't here, can we have a meeting? And he said, as long as you have a quorum and the chair says, have the meeting, we could have. a
And if the
meeting.
agenda's been posted in
And-
48 hours.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I,
Yes.
can I
We can
please
still-
comment on that?
Yeah,
Because
we're in the discussion phase.
Good.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Our town clerk needs to understand that is our rule, that should the chairman not call the meeting, that the vice chair can do it. And that would be a decision of our commission, that's what we want, and we can pass it on to her and move from there.
But we're saying we could do this without a vice chair.
Right,
We don't need a vice chair in order to have
a
the
meeting.
meeting, as long as we have a quorum and the chair says you can have a meeting. So we don't
Right.
need the other
So.
officer.
Right,
Right, so then the other question is, who would run the meeting?
what do you mean?
Like,
One
so
of
if
the
the chairman, so if the chair isn't here and we have a meeting anyway, who would run the meeting?
Say, well, Michael's the chair, he
Yeah.
can say,
No.
I'm not feeling well, I have the flu. Lori, can you do it? Or,
Right.
or
I can-
Tom,
Don
Right.
can do it.
or Don.
Secretary
Right.
can do it.
Yeah, the clerk, meetings have to be posted. And the
Correct.
clerk
Right,
wouldn't,
but if the meeting is posted 48 hours in advance, the agenda items are already listed and someone can open the meeting and run the meeting.
Yeah, so if
The
the chair gets sick or we
Right.
know he's gonna be away and we want to have a meeting anyway and it's posted.
Correct.
We can have the meeting without needing to elect a vice chair.
May I
think it
suggest,
makes sense to have a vice chair though, because that way you've got continuity. There's a person who we know is responsible for running the meeting if the
All right.
chair can't be there for some reason.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. We've had discussion, so now we'll vote on if we want a vice chair or not. So yay or nay, I guess. All those in favor, Sally and Don, and Gary. So Gary, Sally, and
Gary's hand
Don.
up. Gary, is your hand up?
Gary, a yes or no?
Yeah.
And Don, so 3. And nay? Lori,
I
Michael,
just don't see the point.
Jamie,
I
and
just
Tom.
think
So nay, the vote for vice chair is nay. So it didn't pass this time. We can always revisit it.
What? Oh, I apologize.
And, all right, so at this point, Michael will become our chair and carry on and create the agendas. We have our members. And our next meeting is August 14th, 2025 at 5 PM here in the select board meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
August
I have a
12th.
question.
Oh,
I have a question. So where do we stand on the vice chair and the secretary?
we just took a vote if we wanted a vice chair and it was 3-4. So the 4s were no and the 3s were yes. And someone has background noise.
You know, let me.
Michael,
Don, let me just say one thing, and this is, if it becomes an issue, Don, if it really does, in the next 2 or 3 or 4 meetings, it becomes an issue, then let's open it up again, and then I agree that maybe we do need, like Sally and you feel that you need but let's just see how it goes. And I appreciate you staying on as secretary, and let's just see how this thing goes. We're a small committee and we're a consulting committee, basically, to the town. So let's just see what happens in the next few meetings. And if everybody feels that we should have it, then I'm definitely open to having a vice chair.
Did Don officially agree to be secretary?
Well, he's, I hope so.
Yes.
Thank you. So the other thing I'd like to say is my first thing is I really want to thank you, Jamie, for 2 years of doing this in spite of all the other committees you were on. So thank you very much.
you're welcome. All right, a motion to
wanted-
adjourn.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
Philip.
no, wait. I sent out a thing to
Sally,
everybody.
wait,
Okay,
wait.
sorry.
Philip's first.
2 questions. One, do we have a status report on what's going on with the Bullard Woods boring? Do you know where that stands?
So GZA it will go to Concom for their next meeting. I believe it's August 12th.
Yes.
Yes, so August 12th. And then when they confirm and okay it, it goes and then it will be okayed and start. And then the archaeological will be after that. And there's second question.
Second question is, I had noticed in the Stockbridge Bowl Association recent letter that there was a jointly funded plant life survey that we co-funded. Is that out? Have we?
Tom, probably,
seen that?
No,
or
I-
Michael. Oh,
No, I just
I-
reminded me of
I
something.
don't think it's out yet, but it's coming, I believe, right? I think for the annual meeting, which is August.
Second.
Yeah, it's the first Saturday. It will be August 2nd. So it should be around that time period. And
That just reminded me, if not at this meeting, the next meeting, we need to talk about the water chestnuts.
oh, right. So we'll give it to Mike. Sally, you had a question?
Yeah, the thing that's coming before Concom is the test pits.
Mhm.
For the- just to make sure that that's okay. But I sent to everybody the Adirondack Explorer, which is a really interesting magazine if anybody's interested. And Lewis, it had they were talking about the cyanobacteria outbreaks at Lake George. So I thought people might find that interesting.
Okay, but it's not on our agenda, so we won't talk about it this meeting, but maybe next meeting.
We don't have to talk about it, just people can read it on their own. That's all.
All right,
Thanks.
thanks. Michael, do you want to adjourn?
So I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second,
A second.
all in favor? Aye, Jamie.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Sally.
All right.
All right, thank you, everyone.